We'll start with the mustard R74 size 8 streamer hook. This is the black Martinez. You've got black tying thread. We'll just attach our thread here and go wee ways back, remove that. This was one of the earliest nymphs I started using when I started fly fishing. So we go back to about there. Then what we need is a natural guinea fowl, this kind of speckled hackle. And we just need a few fibres of that for the tail. And we just tack that in. And although this looks like, it's a bit too long, although this pattern looks like a modern nymph, it's from the early 30s, American, Don Martinez. That's great. So we'll just go up here. Don't worry about that fluff. Like so. Then what we need is some extra fine lead wire. And we just put a bit of weight under the where the thorax will go. Let's get that secured properly. Push it all back and together, and we just go over that to keep it in place. And we'll stop there. We need some copper wire. And we'll just attach that the whole length of the body back to the tail base. I've got some black dubbing, not really particular which kind of dubbing you use as long as it's black. It's quite a long body this, so I'll apply this a bit at a time. But we want quite a dense dubbing and a tapered body. So just take your time with it, there's no rush. There we are, that's good. So we take our copper wire now. I want to make nice even turns over the body. And then we can go here, add even a little bit more weight. Tie that off. I'll use my wire scissors and get rid of that. And then we want to go back right in deep to the thorax, and then what I'm using here is some Antron body yarn fluorescent lime. So I've cut 3 lengths of that. I want to tie this in, try and avoid having to cut the ends off if possible. Let's go over this. Don't worry about these bits that are sticking out, because the thorax will cover those. Now we want to press this down and spread it out so we get a nice wing case. There we are. Need to go a little bit further in there. Like so. I've got some black rayon chenille that I've just pulled the chenille off to expose the core. I'll just take hold of that, pull it through, so we start there and go right into the rear of the thorax to the abdomen. Then we can come forward, tie that down and just remove those. And we take our chenille, we twist this up to make it buggy, and then we want 3 or 4 turns over the thorax. Finish off at the bottom. Go under there, just tie that off, and then I'll just turn my vise so I don't cut my tying thread. I want to cut this off quite tight so we don't overbuild the head area. And we'll take our wing case material, spread it out. We want it to get that shape so it gets thinner towards the head. Secure that with a few turns, and we'll carefully remove that. Start at the hook eye and work our way up over the head. And into the thorax a little. Then we want a grizzle hen hackle. Just sort my thread out. And we'll tie that in there. I'll hook it off. And just trim off the end of that. Tie that down. Put a hackle plier on this. We don't need much hackle. All we need is a couple of turns. Come up with that. Secure it, remove the hackle plier. 2 or 3 turns behind, then we can fold everything back, go back to the head. Build up a little head. Take our whip finisher. Give it one more. Remove that. Remove that. And what we have to do is wet this, push it back up over the body, then we put a bit of a drinking straw on it, and we can put that somewhere to dry while we tie another. Then once it's dry, we can place it back in the vise and give the head a coat of varnish. And that's the finished black Martinez. If you enjoy the videos, please like, share, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.